Hi everybody, so this is going to be week 39 pregnancy vlog. Still pregnant. I'm actually kind of surprised by that, but yeah, here we are. So on a good note, week 39's a really great place to be because that means his lungs have fully developed. Everything is completely ready to go. So at this point on, there would be zero complications pretty much with him as long as everything else was, in good condition and stuff. Yes, I'm in my car, and I apologize. I had a pretty big gap in my day at work today, so I decided to go ahead and just do it in the middle of the day because I was up so much last night. I got zero sleep, and I was unable to make a video this morning. I just couldn't do it. So while I have some time, gotta switch arms. I'm just gonna go ahead and update you guys. So yeah, I am due next Thursday. Crazy, like that's the due date. I had a doctor's appointment this week, and I'm still only 1.5 centimeters dilated. Bummer. I was really hoping, I could have swore I was going to be more progressed than that, but no, I'm not, and I'm still only 75% effaced. However, this week has been interesting. I've had now 3 minor episodes of what I would consider potential, like, go times. So, a couple nights ago, I started having some Braxton Hicks and contractions. Nothing over the top painful, but definitely very obvious. And and they started happening close enough to where I felt the need to maybe time them. So I started timing them a little bit, and they were a little sporadic, ranging anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. And so I just kind of kept track of them, and I had mentioned them to Shane at some point, and I was kind of like, they're definitely like more consistent. They're developing a rhythm. The only problem is that they weren't getting any, they weren't intensifying in pain or anything like that. So I decided that we'd just sleep it off, and if they got bad enough, I'd know. And if we need to wake up in the middle of the night, we would. So obviously I made it through the night, no big deal. And so I was kind of bummed, but at the same time it was kind of like, okay, good, because I really wanted to get through this week of work. And then was it last night or 2 nights ago, Shane and I had gone to the grocery store, but before we had gone, I'd started having them again, only this time they were just in general more painful. They weren't taking my breath away or anything like that. I could talk through them and everything, but just as a whole, they were much stronger than they were the other night. So I said, let's go to the grocery store. I'll walk through the store, and if I can really, if they are indeed, pre-labor contractions, I will know, because they will get stronger as I'm walking and moving through them. They won't just dissipate or whatever. So we went, and they kept up, and they were definitely as strong. Each was as strong as the one before. But again, just nothing quite was happening. So we went home, and just about before we went to bed, they had pretty much gone away. So I was like, I am just tired of the suspense game. It's like, shoot or get off the pot, pardon my French. But, that's the only frustrating thing. It's kind of like, if we're going to do this, let's do it, Like, if I'm going to have contractions, great, let's make it happen. So the whole dying off game has been annoying because, I don't tell Shane the first contraction I have, because I don't want him to be like, I don't want to end up being the pregnant girl who cried labor, basically. So I'm trying to hold off, but when they come in intervals and they develop, have like a rhythm about them, I feel like I need to at least say something, because I could easily be going into labor. It could be the you know, stuff or whatever. I want to talk a little bit too about my mucus plug. So I have not lost what I would consider an obvious, fully intact mucus plug. Probably about a month ago, I had a little bit of something of a, you know, when I went to wipe. P.S. If this is TMI, I'm sorry, but it is a pregnancy vlog, so hang in there. I thought I saw a little bit of what looked kind of like the end days of like menstrual something when I wiped. It wasn't a lot though, it was just a little bit, so I thought, well, maybe that was a piece of it. So I'm still kind of waiting for that. But definitively that has not occurred for me yet. I keep thinking that every time I go to the restroom, I keep looking because I'm like, maybe if I were to just lose my plug, then these contractions would carry through or something. I don't know. But then, so back to my doctor's appointment. Sorry, I have to keep switching arms because they get tired. Again, I wasn't progressed any further than what I was before, but he did say that my appointment coming up on this Tuesday, if I wanted to, he would do a membrane sweep for me. He was willing to do it this last time, but I had him hold off because, like I've said before, I know induction is fairly inevitable, not far beyond my due date anyway, and I wanted to at least get through work. Tomorrow, P.S., is my last day of work, and I am so grateful. It's time for me to just sit down and not be working. It'll just be really nice to maybe squeeze in like a half an hour walk or something a day, and then have the rest of the day to really, you know, just focus on being pregnant and getting ready and not just having to be at work. Although I'm glad I've worked up as far as I have, I feel like that's helped, and I feel like it's been a good distraction from all the discomforts of being pregnant. So we'll see. On Tuesday, since my last day is now going to be tomorrow, it was going to be next week. I was going to work all the way up until my due date, but since I've opted to take the weekend off, I might go ahead and have him do the membrane sweep on Tuesday, just to see, because if I'm going to be sitting at home, I'd rather let's just, you know, let's get on with the program. So I might have him do that on Tuesday. So that's pretty much it. That's my doctor, what's going on there. He did say again that on Tuesday we will schedule an induction date based on how progressed I am. We will, you know, if I haven't gone into labor on my own before my due date, we are at least going to wait until my due date to to do the induction. So I'll have that schedule or that time frame on Tuesday. But other than that, I actually just instinctually anticipate him over the weekend. I think he's going to know that I've quit work. I think that somehow that my body's going to send some type of signal, or he's going to send a signal to my body saying, all right, she's not working, let's do this. So I kind of hope so. It'll be nice to get some actual sleep. I mean, I know you're all laughing when I say that, but truly, honest to God, I almost feel like at least if I'm only sleeping 2 hours at a time, at least it'll be 2 hours that is actual sleep and not just wallowing around with numbness and pain and discomfort. So, but yeah, that's it. One more thing before my time runs up. I did develop a bit of carpal tunnel in my right hand, which is my cutting hand, which I think I've mentioned a little bit before, so that's another reason why tomorrow's my last day. So, in any case, here's a belly shot in my car. Check it out. Look at the steering wheel. I barely fit in here. I barely am able to drive. So, in any case, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Hopefully this weekend, since I'm taking off tomorrow, I'll get a hospital bag video in and all that good stuff. So, in the meanwhile, have a good day, guys. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned because we're getting close. So, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.